ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. How y'all feel? How y'all doing out there? Now, give me 1 second while I come on camera. But we got a exciting show for you guys. It's about to go down. We got fines being dished out. Baseball season is getting hot and heavy. And yeah, that's all I can say. And I even got a fresh haircut. So welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for this lovely show. The show that gives you sports and music. And what better way to start it out than jumping into some music? So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. You know, the best way to do that is to get into the music. You feel me? And I am down with the music. So, this is Scope. Isaiah Wonder featuring Black Zam. Check it out, ayy. Check it out, ayy. Dragon Sports Live.
Suede on the loafers, my new mouthpiece 14 karat like I played for the Gophers. Got a rose gold 6 man coming off the bench. If the yellow need a breather, I might switch him in a pinch. My white boy put you in the dirt like John Lynch. Put up to his crib, his grandma calling me a mensch. Drop the windows for it, she can't see behind the tent. Shit at 12, pull me over, floor the heat is my defense. Damn, I must be sponsored by the mint. Got a pocket full of mint, never lent. Broke a rocket with no print. Bad chaser, I got splints on my shins. I'm up next, I'm convinced. Niggas take a foot when you give them an inch. I don't blame them, I won't name them, cause that's lame. I don't got no credit, so I charge it to the game. Brick price went up, but niggas thought I hit a stain. Whole lot on my plate, but I'd be stupid to complain. Cause I love to eat. If you buy my shit, you already know that niggas biting, but they weak. I don't really need my flow back in the last 6 days a week. Back when I needed a buck, but now I'm in it 2 or 3. Cause I got my bankroll up, it's 98s up on my feet. Just hit StockX for a lick, I'm probably not gon' flip the heat. But I could for half a tick. Hunter JJ read it with the flicks. He get all my angles, put the scope on top of the blick.
You look so good to me. Ooh, I mean, you know what I'm on. I ain't even trying to waste no time.
No,
I mean, I just want to keep it real.
Hey, I know you ain't used to guys being on some real shit. No, I know you used to them telling you that same old nonsense. Like I ain't got no girl, like you the only one I wanna be with in this whole wide world.
You know why they say that.
Ooh, anything to get it. Let me keep it real and tell you how I'm feeling.
Come on, man.
Now. Oh, girl, I'm feeling you. Hey, right now I'm wanting you. Hey, girl, we too grown for games. Girl, I wanna just keep it real. Baby, just for a night.
What's up?
I'll keep it satisfied. No need to play no games. Girl, I wanna just keep it real. That's how you cut out all of the crying and hurting and weeping. That's how you cut out all the conniving, sneaking and scheming. And you won't never have to worry about me playing lame ass games. You know what it is. I know what it is. We'll be on the same I gotta keep it real. I gotta tell you how. Shorty, this is how I really feel. Oh girl, I'm feeling you. Feeling you. Right now I'm wanting you. Said I'm really wanting you. Girl, we too old for games. Girl, I wanna just keep it real. Keep it real for a night. One night. I'll keep it satisfied. Keep it satisfied, no need to play no games. Girl, I wanna just keep it real. Can I keep it real? Can I keep it real? Can I keep it real? Can I keep it
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for this evening. And if you tuning in, it's about to go down. You know we got a special show for you guys today, so let's check it out. Let's get it into it. Let's jump right into it. Let's take a dip. And let's keep it real. And that was the last song that you heard from Slick J. Adams, who will be starting a podcast soon. So make sure y'all check him out. And I will be filming it and editing it and recording it. So I'm keeping it real, keeping it busy, and that's the best way to do it. Yeah. But without further ado, let's get into it. Like I said, the baseball season's been hot and heavy, but it's been a lot of injuries the last couple of days. And I'm going to go ahead and name a few of them. So Minnesota Twins plays Kenta Maeda on the 10-day IL with a right adductor strain. And then Indians, Fermil Rivas is out 5 to 7 weeks with a oblique strain. And they also lose Zach Plesac, who has a fractured thumb. He'll be out for a little bit. Kevin Keimer, he had left the last game with some eye irritation, but he also has had some weird injuries in the past. Like he hurt his hand sliding to a base. So hope for the best for him. And Arizona Cardinals, Miles Mikolas, he lands on IR after his first start since 2019 with forearm tightness. So he ain't really start since 2019, and he opted out of the 2020 season. And then he had injuries before that. And then you start, and then you get forearm tightness and had to leave your first start. Actually, you didn't even get a chance to start. He had the tightness doing warm-up, so yeah, those injuries tend to happen. The best thing to do is just recuperate and come back from those injuries. That's the only thing you can do in that time. But yeah, it's just one of those struggles, one of those tough things. We had more injuries. We had Kansas City Royals, where they activated Alberto Madasi. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, trying to say it right. Yeah, they got Madasi going to, coming off IL. And he had missed 45 games with a oblique strain. So he's back. Mets ace Jacob deGrom is back. Came in through 5 In 5 innings pitch, he threw 9 strikes in that stretch. But teammate Noah Syndergaard was pulled from rehab with tightness in his elbow. So you lose one, you almost get one back. You get one back and almost get one back. But the Mets and the Yankees was a team that be battling with a lot of injuries. So I don't know what it is about these New York teams, but something about them. They be dealing with a lot of injuries. So, needs to say, we got one back, you're going to get them all back. But it is what it is. And like I said, things happen. Hope for the best for you guys. Phillies put Bryce Harper, who's been in the slump the last few games, on 10-day IL. And it's also because he had forearm stiffness as well. So it's been a lot of hamstrings and tightness going on. Speaking of hamstrings, 2 more Mets, like right fielder Michael Confronto for the Mets and second baseman Jeff McNeil will be out until June. So, and then Corey Kluber, who just had the no-hitter a week or two ago, he leads the game with shoulder tightness in the loss to the Blue Jays 6-2. So, like I said, those injuries, they play a toll on somebody. Like, it plays a toll on the team. Now, because you leave that, like, it's Clay Shaw, like, your other starters don't have to start more games. So, yeah. And it was a random sound that I heard, and I didn't know where it came from, but yeah, you're going to have to play those games. You're going to have to get on that grind. You have to get cracking, get it moving. You still got to play hard and hope your team steps up to the plate. So that's another thing. You hope their team steps up to the plate. If not, it's going to be some problems. You feel me? It's going to be some problems. But that's all what's cracking in baseball right now. And, well, that's what's happening so far with all these injuries. But we do have some games today. Give me 1 second, people. I was checking in my handy-dandy notebook, aka my notepad, that I keep all my notes in, because it's good to have notes. No, I quit. But yes, with the season winding down, well, actually season not winding down, we got some good games coming up for you guys. So right now, that's in play. It is the St. Louis Cardinals. Wait, yeah. St. Louis versus Chicago. Right now, it's the bottom of the 5th with St. Louis winning 1-0. Top of the 9th for the Baltimore Orioles versus the Twins, and that score is 2-3 with 2 outs. So, and then Cubs play later on today. They play at 5:35 Central today. They go against Pittsburgh. And Seattle versus Oakland just started. So, it's some good games for you coming on. Cincinnati versus Washington's later on today. Be sure to check those games out. And as far as the standings right now, we have some teams that's been on some win streaks. Tampa Bay, they was on the 11-game win streak till they lost the other day. But they was on that 11-game win streak. But we have a Sox that's on the 2-game win streak. And then the Cubs been on the 2-game win streak. So, Sox currently sit in first place for all you Chicago peoples. And our Cubs, they climbed their way back into second place. So if St. Louis lose today, I believe the Sox and the Cubs win. Like, yeah, if the Sox beat St. Louis, then the Cubs, I believe, scoots in first place unless they still hold a tiebreaker. If the Cardinals hold a tiebreaker, then yes. But we do have the Dodgers that's also been on the 8-game win streak as well. So, and right now that's the biggest win streak currently this week. Yeah, and the Orioles was on the 8-game losing streak, so hopefully they can break that skid. But you know, it is what it is. But let's keep it moving, and it's all cool. So let's keep it moving. If you just tuning in, this is Dragon Sports Live. You can catch this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also catch it on YouTube at DONPE1 on YouTube. Or you can just type in Dragon Jump Productions. I will be there, but I will give you more music next up on the Dragon Sports Live show with your host, Dante Payne. No, I have Alicia Yaya Townsend with It's Cool coming up. So, let me cool off, and I'll let y'all get cool with Yaya. It's cool.
Peace, baby.
And on and on and on. And on and on and on. We're going in circles, yeah. We're going in circles. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. We're going in circles, yeah. I don't want you, but I want you. You do what you want to, yeah. Smiling, thinking you cute, yeah. But you gon' watch your mouth, baby. You driving me crazy. All on that IG, you focused on the wrong thing. Sit that round thing on that bench, cause we can't ever be a strong team. Skirt, skirt, I drive off real pissed off. You know what that means. You told me I was nothing, I was no good. You trifling, we fighting every day, every day. I'm calling and you don't pick up, man, you don't play. Hey, I'ma need you to act right. I'ma need you to stay down. I'ma need you to ride for me like a Uber, take the back seat. And on and on and on. And on and on and on. I just wanna love on you, yeah. I just wanna love on you. And on and on and on. And on and on and on. We're going in circles, yeah. We're going in circles. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. We're going in circles, yeah. I don't want you, but I want you, yeah. You causing a scene, want the neighbors to know. You know that it hurt when you tell me to go, but I know you, and it'll be cool if I bring Chick-fil-A to the door. That's right. Now you sorry and call me Zaddy. What was we fighting for? You know, back and forth with us, no. You better not keep it up, no. We just need to trust, yeah. God ain't pleased with us, yeah. Man, I'm so drained, why you causing this pain? Just come take my last name, cause you know that you babe. And on and on and on. And on and on and on. We're going in circles, yeah. We're going in circles. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. You break up, I come back. I break up, you come back. We're going in circles, yeah. I don't want you, but I want you, yeah.
And welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host for the evening. Is this about to go down? It's going down. That was And On by Levine. Check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or wherever you get your music. But be sure to check out Dragon Sports Live in here too on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want your music to be heard here on Dragon Sports Live, if you are an independent artist, then let me tell you what y'all gonna do. You gonna shoot me your artist name. That way I can look you up on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Apple Music, or I keep saying Apple Podcast because it is a podcast, but on Apple Music. And y'all can do that by either reaching out at Dragon Jump Pro on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Or you can go to dragonjumppro.com, leave a link, a comment there, and I'll be able to get to it. Or you can just, subscribe to the YouTube, www.youtube.com/DONPE1. Drop a comment there. Tell me you want your music to be played and heard on Dragon Sports Live, and I got you. Simple, easy. So let's support each other. You support me, and I'll support you. Let's do it that way. But until then, I'm going to jump right back into my show, the Dragon Sports Live, where I'm too cool for school right now. Y'all see, for those who's watching the video, got my shades on, got my chain on, got a fresh cut. Yes. So I'm just too cool right now. But anyways, NFL, on we go. So the NFL sets the salary cap ceiling at $208 million. Well, I should say $208.2 million is what the cap set at. So let's see what these teams gonna do with the players that become free agents. One of those is Aaron Rodgers. Let's see if he's gonna stay or is he gonna go. Like, he didn't show up for OTAs for the first time since he been there. Like, normally he's always there. He ain't show up. And he expressed that it's not the teammates or the coaching staff. It's the organization. Like, the owners. Like, you're a franchise player. It's the respect about, you're supposed to include your franchise player on stuff. Like, should we draft him? Who should we draft? Like, y'all drafted Jordan Love, and he didn't even get no play. He didn't even showcase his talents that he had in college. So we didn't see if he was ready or not. And then you also add Blaine Gabbert, Matt Colson to the mix, and it's like, what y'all gonna do about Aaron Rodgers? So Rodgers is getting the support from Devontae Adams, Lazard, basically all the top receivers that he normally throw to. That's basically all. They didn't show up for OTAs. So let's see what happens with that. Adam Vinatieri, the NFL's all-time leading scorer, just announced his score. He's retiring this season. Now, he's been around. Yeah, he's been around for a minute. I ain't going to. Because, let me see. Was it the Jets, the Patriots? And he announced it on the Pat McAfee show. He was, Colts, Jets, but he's also 48 years old, believe it or not. He was 48, still kicking field goals. So, 3-time Pro Bowl, first team All-Pro pick 3 times. He scored 2,673 points for the New England Patriots and the Colts, where he played his final 14 seasons. "29 game-winning kicks. And 3 of them coming with the Patriots from 96 to 2005. He made the game-winner blizzard-like conditions Oakland in 2001 AFC playoffs and made the game-winning field goals in Super Bowls. No kicker has more Super Bowl rings than Vinatieri's 4, with 3 with the Patriots and 1 with the Colts. Now, he didn't play last season. After a disappointing 2019 season, he was placed on injury reserve after a season-long knee injury that started in training camp. And coach still stuck with him, even though he made a career low of 68% of his field goal attempts. He missed a total of 14 kicks, 8 field goals, and 6 extra points, to be exact. And 2 of those cost him team victory, But, he also had kicks blocked in 2019, including 1 return for 63 yards for a touchdown in the Tennessee Titans in Week 3. So, he has had a pretty great season. I didn't realize he was 48. But it's time to hang it up. Time to, other endeavors, other venues, other things that you can do. Had a long season. You got 4 rings. So, congratulations on the well-fought season and the power of your leg. And, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Now, Lamar Jackson, he did an interview with Ray Lewis. And he said he would like to for Ray Lewis to lead the Ravens to the Super Bowl, he got to be surrounded by weapons, playmakers, people who gonna grind, work hard, and do like he do. But on top of that, Lamar Jackson also said he would love to be a Raven forever. Like, they got a pretty good offense. They fit well. They cater to Jackson's needs. So, who would want that? I would want that if I was in Jackson's place. And he likes it at Baltimore. So, hey, more power to him on that. And, like I said, OTAs is going on right now. And basically, Trevor Lawrence is backing up Tim Tebow when saying no one will work harder than Tebow. Because right now he's putting that work trying to complete his NFL comeback. Trying to make sure he secure his spot on that 53-man roster come regular season in September. Even if it's your head coach, former head coach, that you're under now. So, let's see where that goes. How would it go? Where would it go? And let's see if we can get it all. But yes, it is a great season that's starting to unfold. We had people coming back for injury. So, like all those ACL tear injuries, a lot of them are on track for off-season OTAs. And we're going to have us a field day with that. Mahomes is he will be ready for week 1. Right now, he's participating in training camp and stuff like that. And the Washington football team releases longtime right tackle Morgan Moses. Also released Gurman Christian, who that frees up over $11 million in cap space. Like I said, the cap is set at $208 million this year, so that frees up cap space. Antonio Brown still needs to pass his physical before he can sign his 1-year contract, which you need to do that, Playboy, especially if you want to be playing. And Tom Brady needs all his teammates to be a part of that team, so he needs all his teammates. You dig? So, let's check that out. Let's get him apart, get him situated, get him on board, and yeah, that's the best way I can put that. Get him on board. Because you need that physical. Like, what are you waiting for? Anyways, not Antonio Brown. Bills hire. So Phil Levine as offensive coordinator, or I should say offensive assistant, GM, and Andrea Gaspard as player personnel coordinator, which means our women are stepping up and taking jobs in the NFL. And who says that women can't do the job just like a man can do the job? So I really like that, and I appreciate that. Like, it's good that we see more women taking on their roles. Hell, we had a couple females out kicking the male kickers in football. So let that continue. Let's see that shine. Let's see the change. Coming up later, we got more WNBA news, so be sure to check that out. Little teaser for later on in the show. And Jalen Hurts is not above QB competition. So we got, Flacco, Hurts there. He's not above competition. He actually welcomes the competition. He wants to, put that work in, and he's gained. So he's not above the competition, but he's going to put in that work, and he's going to shine. And that's the best way to do that. Texas signed Jeff Driscoll to a 1-year deal so that they now have 5 QBs: Deshaun Watson, Tyrod Taylor, Davis Mills, and Ryan Finley. So other than Watson and Tyrod, who used to be a starter, the rest of them are all backups. So let's see who makes the roster, either as a third string or one maybe going to practice squad. Jeff Driscoll was a backup for Stafford for a minute. So let's see what they do. Any thing my book bag just fell randomly, but it happens. And we had Eugene Chung. He was told that he wasn't the right minority for a job, and now the NFL is actually looking into that. But yeah, I would feel some type of way like, oh, you're not the right minority that we're looking for, but why are you basing off minority based off my qualifications and what have I done? I am a former player. I have done this. I have done that. Don't just try to keep based off on like, oh, you're not the right minority we're looking for, because he's Asian descent. So why y'all gotta throw him because he's not the right minority that y'all looking for? Then what exactly is y'all looking for? Like, now he didn't disclose a team that did that, but now the NFL is just looking into that. So we'll see what it is and see what they says from that. Marquise Lee, he was waived after signing Monday, basically 4 days from a tryout. And they basically waved him bye-bye. He was with the Patriots, but then opted out of that season last year. And then they waived him in March. Then he went to the 49ers, signed Monday. 4 days later, he's waived. So I hope you be able to find somewhere, stand, and make an impact. But until then, more power to you. Jaguars' Brian Snyder is stepping down from a job as sports special teams coordinator, and this is the second time he has done that. We don't know if it's the same reasons this time or as the first time, but he's stepping down as special teams coordinator. He also did that back in Seattle as well. So, and what else is in the headlines? Mr. Julio Jones wants out. But do y'all blame him? It's a lot of these star players that are proclaiming that they want out. Rodgers did it. Julio Jones did it. What do you guys think? Do you think it's an organization ordeal, or they just tired. Personally, I think it's both. It's an Eagle thing and an organization thing. Like for Julio Jones, particularly, his targets, he was target less, like far less than he normally would be target. Like when they got really his targets dropped. So it's like I can understand what he wants out, and on top of that, it may be riffraffs on the inside the locker room. Maybe a riffraff with the owners, coaches. So hopefully for the best for you, you can find whatever you need. But yeah, he wants out. And at Cowboys, Jalen Smith is changing his number. I think it was from 54 to 9. But here's the catch. He had to pay 6 figures to get that. Meaning he had to buy all of the jerseys just so he could change his number. He always wanted to wear 9, and 9 was the number he had in high school, and so on. So he wanted to change his number. So he going from 9 to 54, but like I said, it cost him 6 figures to do so. He could have waited till next year, was the start of the new year, and he would have been able to do that, but nope. Since he didn't want to wait, he's taking advantage of that. Defensive players could take secret numbers. So, was the number change really worth 6 figures? His eyes, yes. My eyes, hell no. So let's see what that goes. Like, is you gonna play like that? Is you gonna get 9 sacks a game? I'm looking at you, number 9. Let's see what you do. Moving on. Cardinals, J.J. Watt will be honoring Pat Tillman with new shoes. And each of the shoes will be donated. Like, for each shoe that's bought, a portion of it is going to charity. And then, Cam Hayward constantly defends Big Ben. It's like a lot of people just saying, oh, is he not a great quarterback? Like, he's done great things. Personally, I think it's time for Ben to retire, but if you could still go and throw because Tom Brady changed the script, Drew Brees changed the script, I think Ben can do it too. He just needs the right pieces around him to protect him, and he just got to work. Like, if you can't throw far, throw short passes. Do anything that you can to be successful, no matter what it takes. So, hey. And then y'all know Ryan Fitzpatrick is trying to put that work in on his 9th team. The man, I feel like the man is trying to be the true journeyman. Like, oh, I played for all 32 teams. Or I was on the roster of all 32 teams. Because it's like every year he's on a new team. So he's used to change. Change is nothing. Learn a new system. It's nothing for him. Because this is, like I said, this is his 9th team. But he will be on the Washington football team. And he's ready to put in that work. So, and he joins Taylor Heineke, Kyle Allen, and I can't think of the 4th quarterback, but I know Fitzpatrick is there, so it goes to him. But, it is what it is. And let's get moving right on along. So we have Damon Alexander coming up next on Dragon Sports Live, Relentless. And that would be a perfect transition to talk about the relentlessness in the NBA, especially with the NBA playoffs and people getting fined left and right. So let's check it out. Get on Dragon Sports Live.
Y'all with the groupies, y'all with the loose leaf. When I'm ballin', they gon' all say they knew me. Nah, fuck you goofy, nah, fuck you. Life wants to beat me down, but I always spill blood in the war. I'm screaming, do you see me now? I come back with more strength than before.
Adversity gives me strength. Let's upload to your data bank. I need loving for heaven's sake. I need bread and I'll take the bank. All alone in my zone, I'ma show 'em what I got. They don't know what I'm on. We just smoking fuck a lot. Maybe working, stacking bread. It depends on how I'm feeling. Got these plans all in my head and ain't no way you're interfering. Nobody before I leave. Show you all that I could be. Chances of stopping me, better chances winning lotteries. All in, I'll be all in the movies, all with the groupies, all from the loose leaf. When I'm ballin', they gon' all say they knew me. Nah, fuck you groupies, nah, fuck you. Life wants to beat me down, but I always spill blood in the war. I'm screaming, do you see me now? I came back with more strength than before. Bet they wanna be me now. Yeah, that's all the things they forgot to mention. They won't keep me down. I could even every yard cause I'm feeling relentless.
I'm seeing life through the water, changing every single angle she got. No, it's lies, this truth like man before. Just trust your mind, oh no. We all fall into the depths of the sea so loose. You need knowledge for your brain, come and spill my juice. You need energy through you, go and feel my tunes. Only happiness through me from this field I view. Oh, hate to feel like I'm begging for life, but for this one time, I think I feel right. So for tonight, I feel it in my spine. I'ma be alright.
Life wants to beat me down, but I always spill blood in the war. I'm screaming, do you see me now? I came back with more strength than before. Bet they wanna be me now. Yeah, that's all the things they forgot to mention. They won't keep me down. I could even every yard cause I'm feeling relentless.
Life just wanna beat me down, I know. Don't lose grip cause I always hold my own. I don't break and I never ever fold. Labels calling, they only want my soul, but I don't think so. You better learn the lingo. I'm not your amigo, run my mouth like Ocho Cinco. Smoking kush that tastes like kiwi. Genius turned to genie. Other rappers tryna beat me cause they know they cannot beat me. I'm a blow cash like I'm ballin', and I rise up when they fallin', cause I grind hard, bitch, I'm feeling so relentless. I make it pop, I make it blow, burst like a bandit.
Life wants to beat me down, but I always spill blood in the war. I'm screaming, do you see me now? I came back with more strength than before. Bet they wanna be me now. Yeah, that's all the things they forgot to mention. They won't keep me down. I could even every yard cause I'm feeling relentless. All in, I'll be all in the movies, all with the groupies, all from the loose leaf. When I'm ballin', they gon' all say they knew me. Nah, fuck you goofies, nah, fuck you goofy.
Don't look at me, look at God, yeah, he did it, ooh. Don't look at me, look at God, yeah, he did it, ooh. Don't look at me, look at God, yeah, he did it, ooh. Don't look at me, look at God, yeah, he did it, ooh.
They know how to judge, but I come in peace. I won't play the game, I got what they need. Don't need heels with weaves, step with class. I just came to shake the world, ain't gotta shake my woo. So follow me closely. God done chose me to live for him. Jesus knows me, so I'm living boldly. He calls me friend, so why would I do it? Don't please him. He laid down his life willingly. God has forgiven me, I ain't no enemy. I got no room for sorry. I won't let the pressure change who I am. You might see these scars on me, but I am chosen. I win in the skin that I'm in, but only cause of him. I lean on the rock, ain't tell my gems. I'm tell my Jesus. So like it or not, I can't beat him. I know the one who speak to the storm and he make the storm stop. And I'm only in it cause baby I'm gifted and he gave me all that I got. So just cause I don't lift my hands when I sing, it don't mean I give me joy. But you feel a hallelujah in your shanana. You thinking you so holy. Everybody up under ya. But I can't move like that. Got no room to brag. I told my son, shh, mama just in her bag. I got no room for sorry. I won't let the pressure change who I am. You might see these scars on me, but I am chosen. I win in the skin that I'm in, but only 'cause of him. I lean on the rock, ain't tell my gems. I'm telling my Jesus. So like it or not, I can't be them.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. Sorry, my camera fell off over me. I look up, I see why. I'm like, what's this black thing? Oh, that's the bottom of my shelf that my monitor is sitting on. So my camera fell over, but we got it situated. We got it fixed. Sometimes things like that happens. All right, let me get back. All right, that last song that you just heard was The Chosen One. So, speaking of Chosen One, why is it that Kristaps Porzingis gets fined $50,000 for violating safety protocols, but not LeBron? LeBron did the same thing. He was caught there, and he was at a club setting, and he didn't get fined. And I think it's because some people put certain players on a steeple. So he's home. I'm like, y'all made an example of Lou Williams when he was at the club joint. So why not do LeBron? But y'all do Porzingis. Dude was right. If he violated protocols and y'all say that and y'all don't do not a thing, no, that's not right. But then if Porzingis do it, yeah, he admits to I should have done that and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, y'all still got to find LeBron, too. He did the same thing. So, got to be a little unfairness right there. It is what it is. But I guess not being fined, it paid off for the Lakers. Because the Lakers they're going against the Suns right now in the playoffs. And game 2, they came out firing. They came out... When I say they came out firing, it was no holds barred. AD to LeBron, LeBron to AD. AD and LeBron snapped in that game. So now that series is tied 1-1. And like I said, it's been the first game that all the game ones, except with the exception of a few, were really good. It came down to the wire. It felt like a game 7. We take the Bucks game. We take the Grizzlies game. The Bucks game came down to on the count of Chris Middleton hitting the buzzer beater in game 1. But then game 2 for them, for the Heats and Bucks, it was no holds barred. It was a barrage of threes. They tied a franchise record for most threes hit in the first half. And yeah, it was just a barrage. They was annihilating them from 3. And, first game we had good defense and people couldn't keep going. But second game, not so much. Even with the Knicks and Hawks game, that game came down to, a last minute shot that Trae Young hit. And he shuts the crowd. He was the crowd got real quiet running back into the locker room. And now they turned that into memes and commercials already. So, it is what it is. Like I said, first games, beautiful peoples. Beautiful, beautiful. Second games, now, I ain't going to talk about my team, the Celtics. But, they didn't look good in the first game. The first game for them was a beatdown. Second game was really a beatdown, and then you lose Trey Young. I mean, not Trey Young, Jason Tatum. Wow, I'm thinking about the Hawks game because that comes on later tonight. But Jason Tatum gets poked in the eye and leaves the game and won't return, and kept feeling discomfort in his eye. Yeah, we already lost Jaylen Brown, so it's like, yeah. All right, Kemba. All right, Smart. All right, Thompson. All right, Williams. Both Williams. Y'all got to step up. Y'all are my team. Step up. Don't let this big three team get more hype. Now, I ain't going to give them... I give them props, though, because they was balling. You had Blake Griffin balling. You had KD balling. You had Kyrie balling. You had Harden balling. And even though they lost Jeff Green in that game, in game 2, due to injury, I'll give you more update on what his status is, but they still was balling. Even Joe Harris balling, catch and shoot. He's second, only behind Duncan Robinson as far as catch and shoot threes. Balling. So, it is what it is. But let's continue to put in work. We got more games for you coming up. We got Washington, Philly right now, and that game came down to the wire too. That's game 2 tonight. Hawks, Knicks, game 2. And then Memphis, Utah, and Memphis shocked me and beat Utah, but because they didn't have Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was held out of game 1, but he is back in game 2, and he was a little bit upset that he was held out of game 1. But like I said, he's clear to play for game 2, and he will be back. So we'll see Mitchell tonight. He may go crazy because he was held out, taking his frustration on the court. We won't see. But I got Utah in taking game 2. The Knicks may take game 2 as well. And I think Washington going to probably take game 2 if they, because they lost the close one. So, it is what it is. Now, we got in the other side. So, Brooklyn, like I said before, they lead 2-0 in that series. Lakers and Phoenix tied 1-1. And Dallas lead 2-0 on the Clippers. So it's like the Lakers are rising back to where they were before they slumped down to, what's that, 7th? The 7th seed or 6th seed, 7, one of them. They're rising back to how it was when they was the first seed, the number 1 seed. And Clippers starting to falter and fall off. Like, that was probably just a bad game for them, but let's see how game 2, game 3 happens for them. We see how that go. We did have some other news for you guys. Did y'all know Zach Levine sells his Lakeview mansion for $3 million? Is that a sign that Zach Levine may not be with the team next year? Or is he just moving somewhere else? Now, I don't know, but anytime I hear a person selling their property, they usually about to be on the move come free agency, come the off season. So I don't know. I was scared. Like the team was starting to look really good, and I hope that Zach Levine just finding a different man or got a different mansion somewhere. I really hope so, because he was in Lakeview. So, I'm hoping that. We got more awards. So, Julius Randle wins Most Improved Player of the Year, which I did call that. I said he should get it because he's been balling 21 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, 3.5 assists a game. And like I said, he's been balling. Now, Jordan Clarkson wins 6th Man of the Year. He beats out Joe Ingles and Derrick Rose for that, which is funny because you had 2 players that was on the same team in contention for 6th Man of the Year. But Jordan Clarkson, you deserve that. You've been coming off the bench giving 40, 30 one game, back couple games with 40, and yeah, you deserve that award. Like, technically, he should be a starter, but with how the Jazz lineup set up, no, he can come off the bench. You know, that's a dangerous second unit, especially if you got Clarkson and Ingles both coming off the bench. Ooh, my nose itching. All right, I'm good. And then, you know, with game 2, the Nuggets basically turned to Aaron Gordon to guard Dame Lillard in the second half to win. That's how they secured that win. Aaron Gordon guarded him the whole way. He just switched off and just stayed like, I'm going to stay with him. Besides, I think you need a tall, lanky body on Dame. Yeah, you need a tall, lanky body on Dame because it'd be a barrage of threes from the logo, and Dame get hot anytime. But I say don't focus just on Dame. Make sure McCullough doesn't get going. Make sure Melo doesn't get going. And Nusif needs to get going. Like, that's the team that traded you, so you should have a vendetta. You really should be getting one. Make them guard the whole team, not just focus on one person. That's my advice. I'm not the baller. I'm not in the NBA like you guys, but that's just a little advice from me watching. Everybody step y'all game up. And that's how we gonna put it that way. In the WNBA, Phoenix Mercury, Diana Taurasi suffered a fractured sternum on May 16th and will be out at least 4 weeks. And she is the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA right now. So she will be out. Kinetic Sun and, I should say GM/coach Kurt Miller, he's fined $10,000 and he's suspended for 1 game for talking about Liz Cabbage's weight. Like, she's 6'8", 235. And you're on the opposing team and you talking about her weight. Like, one thing I know, and as been a fella, don't say nothing about the women's weight. But that was a little bit disrespectful on his part. He has since then apologized, but Liz Cabbage has not said anything, but he has apologized to Liz Cabbage and the Aces organization. New York Liberty Waves veteran guard LaShaya Clarendon, and she is the first non-binary transgender player in the WNBA. So they waive her, and it's going down tonight. So let's check it out. Let's get it popping, get it dropping. But I'm about to get ready to go to work. Oh, before I leave, I forgot to mention Sparks rookie Walker has torn ACL and out of the season. So they're out. Liberty's Howard is out 4 to 6 weeks with MCL sprain. And, you know, that's it. But rock with me next week. We give you more updates. And I'll even name a few of my plays that I like from all these games. And I'll describe them for you, let you guys know. But until then, peace out. You're listening to Dragon Sports Live. And I'm Dante Payne, signing off. Have a good one.